Perez, joined by Shannen Doherty, and I want to start off by saying and asking, a lot of your fans want to know how you're doing, and they've been concerned for you and sending their love. So you're here, we're chatting, things are better.
Chatting. I mean, things aren't necessarily better. It's really rough, and definitely the worst thing that I've ever been through in my life. But you know, my mom looked at me and said, "Would your dad want you to be sitting in the house and not, trying to move forward?" And he wouldn't, so I'm here. and it's you.
Work is a good distraction. It can be.
It can be.
I think
really
it is.
Good distraction.
You've got a book out that you're promoting, a new book. The title, if I remember, it's from Bad Chick to Badass or something like that?
No, it's just Badass.
Oh, it's just Badass.
Just Badass.
But it could be subtitled from Bad Chick to Badass.
It could be.
And you're imparting wisdom in this book.
Yeah, I mean, it's not just wisdom. Like, everybody's
it's humor as well.
It's humor, and it's also a lot of my own personal experiences, and it's a ton of pictures of, growing up and my family and my friends. And if I impart any advice, it's always prefaced with, "This is what happened to me." Decorating tips. I give a lot of decorating tips for my house. If you look at pictures in the book, it's really beautiful.
Did you do it all by yourself?
Beautiful. Yes.
Wow. Now, something I want to know is, it's accurate to say that there came a point in your career and your life where you made a choice to go in a different direction. When or where or why or how did that change come?
So I don't think it ever was about, I need to change my reputation. I think it was a much more sort of personal thing that happened to me. And it's when I was 27, I got a DUI. And it was the most embarrassing, humiliating, shameful thing that I had ever done. And it was embarrassing to my parents because they didn't raise me to be that girl. And I got a DUI in Ventura County, and they are not like Los Angeles County. And they took my driver's license away for a solid year, and I had to go speak to schools all throughout Los Angeles. And then I had to work at a homeless shelter, cleaning up after everybody. It was a very personal moment for me where I went, this is enough. I'm not this person, and I need to face my fear and of what's going on with my dad and sort of the pressure of being in business for so long. I need to face all of that and become the person that I used to be.
And were you able to do that on your own? Or
I went to a lot of therapy.
Therapy's a good thing.
I went to a lot of therapy.
Why did you leave the original 90210 in the first place? Was it such an unpleasant work environment? You wanted more money, they wouldn't give you more money, you wanted more scenes? What was it?
No, it was kind of a mutual decision. Actually, it was. I think everybody decided at that point in time it was best if I was not a part of that show anymore. I would come to work and be in turmoil, but nobody really knew why. And I was just going through too much stuff with my dad. My dad was getting sicker and sicker and sicker and sicker. I remember reading scripts and being like, "Oh my God, what happened to a show that we did a whole thing about AIDS, and we did breast cancer and date rape and losing your virginity and." Like, we did all this amazing stuff, and now it's who's sleeping with who, and look, that, granted, that sells, and it's great, and it's what people love, some people love, but for me at that point in time in my life, it just wasn't right, and I was going through too many other personal things. I wasn't melding with a lot of the other cast members, who now I do, like Jenny and I didn't get along back then, but now we get along, like, now we really appreciate each other and like each other.
Well, that's a full circle moment. What about Tori Spelling? You and her were like besties back in the day.
We were besties back in the day.
You're not besties anymore?
I don't really know what happened. You would have to ask her. I only know that when she did her first show, her first, Notorious?
Was it the scripted show.
Yeah, kind of scripted reality.
Yeah, based on reality.
Yeah. She sent me flowers and a lovely note, and saying that we were, we've been best friends forever, and she loved me a lot, and when I do her show, and I had actually taken a break at that point in time. I was like on a 2-year hiatus from working at all, so I was like, I'm taking a break. I'm no interest in.
Oh, so she was probably upset that you didn't do her show.
Yeah,
then.
But I mean, I was very sort of honest about it, and was like, it has nothing to do with you, and then all of a sudden it was like, So I don't really know. I don't know. I will always fondly remember.
Well, it sucks when
Tori.
people have expectations. People have expectations. If you have expectations, it can ruin. Like she's my friend. She needs to do this for me.
Right, but at the same time, we hadn't spoken in so long that it was, and I just wasn't.
After all we've been through, Shannen.
After we helped her graduate, damn it.